Good morning. I'm Karen, and this is Kinetic Karma. Welcome to my channel. This is the sixth day of a 10-day series of manifesting and healing, different modalities and ways that we can heal ourselves and manifest in a more powerful way what it is we want in our lives. It's basically focused, fundamentally, the deck that I'm using to do this is the chakra, the chakra deck, along with Mystic Mudra. And this has to do with yoga poses and energy and chakras and the such. It's outside of, I guess you could say, normal healing stuff that most people engage in, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not for you in your group, but I felt guided by spirit to do this, and so I'm doing it. And in my meditation today, I just wanted to share with you that what came up for me in terms of manifesting, in terms of healing and bringing what it is we want into the world. We have to be in a joyous space. Emotionally, we have to lift our emotions, because emotion is what calls forth that which it is that we want to have manifest in the 3D. So when we connect our emotions to our intentions, which is what it is we want to create, it creates a powerful chemical reaction. I don't know, not literally, but figuratively speaking, it creates a powerful chemical reaction that allows the intentions to manifest into the 3D. It's a major part of manifestation, is being joyful, being uplifted, being emotionally open. No, not open. Emotionally connected in a very powerful way. Almost to the point that I would say that our emotions are what it is that moves us. And our joy is what motivates us to move. So I think that that's a key nugget, to say the least. So let's get on with the reading. I'm sorry if you guys didn't like that, or if you didn't find anything in that, but I hope you did. So the reading. So we're starting with the chakra deck. Please give us the poses, the chakras, the energy that we're dealing with today. Base chakra, root chakra, is the first card. Major issues of an imbalanced root chakra are feelings of isolation, abandonment, and lack of trust. Fear may take control of our emotions and psychological health. We may feel uncomfortable or not present in the body, a sense of not being heard or noticed, or of being totally alone. There may be difficulty manifesting what is needed in life, such as finding a mate, good job, home, attractant, and friends, along with the belief in scarcity, not enough money, clothes, food, happiness, and a conviction that material wealth is crucial. Signs of an imbalanced first chakra are emotional or mental issues: fear, anxiety, insecurity, vulnerability, worry, grief, depression, self-centeredness, disconnection, numbness, distrust, low self-esteem, and greed. Physical issues are lower back pain, sciatica, obesity, anorexia, constipation, hemorrhoids, prostrate problems, and varicose veins. Common addictions are food, alcohol, and sex. And when the root chakra is balanced, the vital connection to the life is strong and supported. Our foundation is secure. We feel safe and grounded, alive and peaceful. A balanced first chakra brings a sense of safety, a feeling of belonging and connecting to others, and an ability to trust and sense of acceptance, a sense of fulfillment, of being at home in one's body and on earth. Beneficial activities that promote and maintain balanced root chakra are yoga, walking, hiking, running, biking, and gardening. So we pulled this card before in our series. These beneficial activities are not all-encompassing. There are many, many others that will promote a healthy root chakra, but I'm reading from this deck, okay? So the next card, Spirit, please advise. What is it that we're dealing with again? Again, the root chakra. Every blade of grass has its angel who bends over it and whispers, grow, grow. Every blade of grass has its angel who bends over it and whispers, grow, grow. Every blade of grass has its angels who bend over it and whisper, grow, grow. The Talmud. That's a quote from the Talmud. The first chakra, the root chakra, is associated with our basic animal instincts of survival and self-preservation, food, shelter, health, and security. It is the very foundation of our being and our identity, located at the base of the spine. This chakra relates to the principle of gravity, connecting us to our bodies, to the physical world around us, and to the ground below. Its essence is that of a rock, self-sufficient and unto itself, deep red, earth, base spine. The location is the base of the spine, the perineum. Associated body parts are coccyx, anus, large intestine, adrenal glands, back, legs, feet, and bones. The basic issues are safety, survival, shelter, groundedness, nourishment, self-esteem, trust, boundaries, physical health. Gemstones and crystals, garnet, onyx, smoky quartz, flower essence, blackberry, clematis, 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 and corn. Essential oils, bergamot, sandalwood, and vivitar. Food, protein, eat soy, tofu, nuts, legumes. Now, in terms of the food, don't eat anything you're allergic to or anything that's not going to be in balance with your body, but protein. Whatever protein works for you, that's what we're requiring. And when it talked about in this card, the rocks, I got a heavy hit on crystals, and that is something that if you obtain some crystals to work with during this time, that would be very beneficial to you. And specifically, like the card said, for the root chakra, you could use garnet, onyx, smoky quartz. So any of those crystals would be very beneficial if you could just put them on your person and meditate with them, or put them in your water when you bathe. Let the energies permeate. Now, just a note on crystals. When you go shopping for a crystal, or when you get a crystal, there's a whole process to that. There are many processes that people use, but you want to feel connected. You want to have the crystal speak to you if you're shopping for it physically in a store. If possible, that's the best way to do that, because you'll be drawn to the ones that are going to benefit you the most. Also, with crystals, when you get it, you want to clear it of any energies that is attached to it, and you can do that by burying it in salt for several days. You can bathe it in the sunshine. You can run water over it. But the most effective I found, and what I use a lot, is salt, to bury it in the salt and cleanse it. And then when you take it out, in addition to supporting that clearing, you can intentionally clear it, however you choose to do that with your thoughts and energy. Then you want to put the energies into it that you want, the intentions into this crystal that you want. Because once you clear something, I don't care if it's a space or crystal or what, it's open, it's a void, and a void will attract something. So if you don't put something into it, then something will just come randomly, and that's not what you want. You want to be intentional about your spiritual work, about your manifestation and healing. So intentionally program your crystal. You can Google that. You can look ways to do it online about what the intentions are that you want to have in your crystal, and then let it work with you. Okay. So the last card from this deck. Spirit, please. I haven't gotten any exercises yet. Got 2 root chakras. No exercises. Interesting. Ooh. We got 3 cards. Dude. Okay, so I was complaining about exercises, so we got 1 for the root chakra. Yay. Okay. Pelvic rotations. Root chakra yoga. Sit with your legs crossed. Sit with your legs crossed and ankles, hands rest on knees. Spine is comfortably extended and shoulders are down away from the ears. Lean forward from the waist, keeping the spine straight. So your spine is straight and you're leaning forward. You're not bending. Okay. And tuck your chin in and up. Slowly begin to rotate your upper body to the right. Visualize the energy spinning down into the center of the earth. Continue for 1 to 3 minutes. Stop, reverse direction. Visualize the energy swirling up from the earth. Continue for 1 to 3 minutes. The thought or mantra is, I am willing to accept myself and others. I am willing to accept myself and others. I am willing to accept myself and others. The benefits of this is loosens the lower back and hips and increases flexibility, helps with elimination, tones the waistline, relaxes the body, and calms the mind, promoting a feeling of groundedness and security. Okay, the next card we got has to do with the third eye. Focus on, okay, it's Om or Ung meditation. So this is an actual meditation, and this is how they want you to sit when you're doing it. But again, we talked about modifications. By now, if you watch the series, you know that you can modify any pose to fit your ability and comfort. You don't want to do anything that's going to make you uncomfortable. Okay, so the Om or Ung meditation. Focus on the vibration of the third eye chakra, the sound of Om, the sacred sound of the universe. Channel the sound silently or audibly 3 times. Om is my Om. Sit with the legs bent, feet crossed comfortably at the ankles, spine extended, shoulders down and away from the ears. With the eyes closed, focus on the middle of the brow. Bring your hands into the prayer position, Namaste, between the eyes, thumbs crossed and resting at the third eye center. Elbows may be close together or held out to the side. Chant the sound Ung, which represents activity, or sound of Om, which represents stillness. Whichever sounds you choose depend on what your needs. Depends on what you need. Follow your intuition. So let me repeat that again. So chant the sound of Ung, which represents activity, or the sound of Om, which represents stillness. Whichever sound you choose depends on what you need, and you pick, okay? Follow the sound of the vibration and visualize indigo light connecting to your higher self. Repeat for 1 to 3 minutes. And as I said before in a previous video, these chantings, they're not just it's Om, and then it naturally dies out with your breath, or And when you're chanting these sounds, another goal, if you will, would be to make the back of the nasal reverberate. You'll feel it reverberating as you're chanting. And that's very powerful. If you can't do it, don't worry about it, just chant. Now, the benefits: activates the pineal, pituitary, and thyroid glands, clears and balances the upper chakras, promotes grounding and a sense of profound physical and cosmic connection, calms and clears the mind, slows respiration, and the heart rate. The sound of Om is composed of 4 parts: Ah, O, and then silence. And then the last card that came up was a sacral chakra card. Major issues of the unbalanced sacral chakra are sexual problems or dysfunctions, fear of intimacy, imbalance, and feelings of inability to feel pleasure, emotional repression, fear of change or inability to change. Guilt may become an overwhelming theme in life. We may experience either a lack of emotional energy or emotional explosiveness. Signs of an unbalanced second chakra are emotional and mental issues, out of touch with feelings, overly emotional or stoic, poor boundaries with other people, as well as poor emotional boundaries, overt sexual excessive attachments, frustration, tendency to be manipulative. Physical issues, gynecological problems, impotency, frigidity, kidney, bladder, or urinary problems, stiff lower back and lower backache. Common addictions are sex, work, relationships, and sugar. When the sacral chakra is balanced, we feel confident and able to relate to others in an open, friendly manner. We can feel and freely process our emotions, allowing ourselves to find balance in our lives and appreciate the yin-yang of our existence. We are adaptable, feel creative, and are tuned into the stream of life's energies. A balanced sacral chakra brings an enjoyment of pleasurable activities without guilt. And I think, pause for a moment, and I think the enjoyment of pleasurable activities without guilt, I think that's what I was tapping into when I was talking earlier before we did the reading about joy and manifesting with joy. A sense of surrender and of not having to be in control, a strong connection to others while maintaining clear boundaries, and an ability to express and exhibit healthy emotional behavior. Beneficial activities that promote and maintain a balanced sacral chakra: getting a massage, enjoying favorite pieces of music, taking a warm bubble bath, and doing gentle yoga. And yeah, also in my meditation, the music came up, that, music helps us to emote and to move and to feel our emotions and get connected. So yeah, that's just right on the money. So moving right along, we're going to go to the Mystic Mudra deck. Spirit, give us an overarching exercise or message for today. And it is: I am connected to my true path and purpose. Life struggles only make me stronger. I am connected to my true path and purpose. Life struggles only make me stronger. I am connected to my true path and purpose. Life's struggles only make me stronger. And wide-seated forward bend, wide-seated forward bend is the pose overall for today. Okay, so we've done that. Now I want to go into a different deck that I have not introduced today, and that is the Way of the Cartouche deck. And for that, I'd like an energy that's going to support us, or an energy that is going to, yeah, the energy that will be supporting us with this. Spirit, please give us an energy that will be supporting us with this reading, with these energies, and working with these chakras. Okay, what I got is air. So initially, immediately when I got this card, I thought of the air signs, which are what? Gemini, Aries, Aquarius, and I'm missing one. Y'all help me. I'm not sure. But I'm going to read this from the book because I'm not real familiar with these cards. So it's number 12, and it's air. It says, a hawk-headed guardian. One of the 4 sons of Horus, and nature is movable. Keywords for instant reference are intellect, travel, communication, speed, and commerce. Excuse me. Yesterday, at the end of the reading, we got money. So I find it interesting that commerce is in here. We got make it rain, basically. Reverse meaning is ignorance, detachment, lack of concentration, jack of all trades, master of none. The upright meaning of the card, which is what we pull, is the spiritual trance, personal or superconscious level. Since air covers communication at all levels, it is only logical to consider that spiritual communication also comes into this category. In a reading for someone who is deeply into psychic or occult matters, air in the 8th house could either signify a good line of communications with a benign intelligence from another dimension, or a gift of telepathy. The psychological, mental, or subconscious level, intellect travels. Speed and all forms of correspondence come under this heading. Air always moves things and shakes them up, blowing away the cobwebs in the process. Speed of thought and action and the retention of knowledge for its own sake are represented here. The qualities of air should not be confused with Thoth, card number 5, for although both embrace learning to a degree, Thoth's imbibing of knowledge is of a different nature and usually for a specific karmic purpose or design. Air people like to take up all sorts of interests, hobbies, and studies, but will drop them just as fast should something else take their fancy. The material, mundane, or conscious level is travel is the keynote here. Air in the 3rd house in the horoscope spread could indicate, okay, one or maybe a series of short journeys, perhaps even a letter or a message in the first place that triggers the whole thing off. Air in the 9th house would signify a long journey. In the 10th house, a career house, the message for the inquirer would be not to take on any job or work that was static or involved sitting about for long periods. Better to be employed on the move. Air in the 4th house would imply possible home move. If this is fortified by other portents in the reading, while in the 5th house or the 12th house, it would suggest a new idea. Should air appear at 0.5 in a star spread, the outcome of the question would be undoubtedly be an unfixed, mobile, or changeful nature. Commerce also comes under air at this more practical level. So in the 2nd house, it might be well suggest a successful business deal, but it should be born in the mind. It should be borne in mind that the mundane card are never as powerful as the major archetypes. So air, news is more likely to be lighthearted than earth-shattering. So I'm not sure if who that was for, or if you could identify with any of those things. I would take it, I would advise that when you're listening to any spiritual reading or general spiritual reading on YouTube or anywhere like that, that you take what reverberates, and that not everything would be appropriate or applicable to you, but if there is something that jumps out at you, then it is meant for you. And I'm going to trust spirit and trust the process that that is what is occurring. So I think, I'd like to thank you for joining my channel. I hope you got some type of value out of this, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And I want to let you know that you are amazing and beautiful and gorgeous. Always. That is your birthright. And together, we are unstoppable. Peace, love, and light to you all. Namaste.